Welcome, everybody. The official Sports Stacking League Twitch competition. Some of these stackers currently hold world records, and other stackers have blown their divisions out of the water.
Oh, okay, alright, that was the first attempt.
Ooh, there we go. No fumble.
597. This is very, very close.
Gentlemen, this is the most competition we've ever had in a bracket.
Oh, having some trouble there.
Congrats to everybody else for being very close.
Looks like a solid time.
Finish it off clean.
Hello everyone, I'm Lawrence Masterin, and welcome to Stacking League. Stacking League is a show where we're going to be showcasing some of the best stackers that our sport has to offer from all around the world. We're going to be having them compete in some events that may be a little bit different from what you see in normal WSSA competitions, and this event is actually probably one of the most different from what you see in tournaments. This episode is going to be featuring the New York Minutes Cycle. Now, I'm going to say ready, set, go, and when I say go, all of our stackers are going to be starting their timers and try to do the cycle as many times as they can in under a minute. We're going to be counting how long, or rather how many cycles each stacker is able to do. And not only that, they also have to be able to stop their timer in under a minute. So if a stacker ends up, for example, getting 5 cycles in a minute, but then stops their timer after a minute has passed, that entire run is going to be scratched and they will be eliminated from the event. Also, in the event of a tie, if 2 stackers, for example, get 4 cycles in a minute, then we'll be breaking ties based on who stopped the timer first. So it's pretty important because not only do you want to stay consistent in your cycle stacks, you also want to be able to make sure you stop your cycle or stop your timer in time. And of course, if you're in the middle of a cycle and you realize that you're not going to finish that cycle before a minute passes, you can just stop your timer. We won't be counting that last cycle because it was unfinished. However, we will be counting the rest of the cycles that you successfully completed. So without further ado, let's bring up our stackers for today. Our stackers are going to be Chris Flores, Tyler Hollis, and Evan Cloud, all 3 fast stackers. And so we have a couple judges to help me out with judging in the background, so I'll be keeping track of Tyler Hollis, and we have some of the background people keeping track of some of our other stackers. So stackers, you have 1 warm-up for the cycle, and then we'll get ready to go. Evan with a slight fumble. It's always important to get those fumbles out in your warm-up and not during your actual runs. So looks like he is ready to go. So stackers, hands on timers. Ready, set, go. Looks like everyone is finishing up their last cycles. So looks like Chris Flores had 7 cycles. Tyler Hollis also had 7 cycles. Evan had 8 cycles. So Evan is safely moving on to our final round. So we'll be breaking this tie based on the time and trying to get a closer look at the timers. Chris had a 58-second time. Tyler Hollis had a 55-second time. So it looks like just by 3 seconds, Tyler will be moving on to the final round, and Chris Flores is eliminated. Unfortunately letting down Team Minions over there, but don't worry, they're still going to be pretty excited to see him in this episode. So we'll give Evan and Tyler a little bit of a break because this is a very tiring event. In the meantime, make sure you keep watching our episodes of Stacking League. What's great about these events is that you can just try them whenever you want. The New York Minute is something that you could try at home. Try to challenge yourself to see how many 363s or how many cycles you could do in 1 minute, or get a couple friends over either online or in person and try to compete against each other in a lot of these fun events. So Evan and Tyler, give me a thumbs up if you two are ready to go. All right, we're seeing the thumbs and double thumbs from Tyler. Looks like he's doubly ready to go. So looks like we are all set. So stackers, hands on timers. Ready, set, go. All right, we did see a couple fumbles from both of our stackers. This event is especially hard to do from how tiring it is, especially on the second round like this. But it looks like Tyler had 8 cycles and Evan was only able to... Evan had 8 cycles? Oh, it looks like both of them had 8 cycles finished. And so, if that's the case, we'll be breaking this by looking at their times. Tyler Hollis had a 58-second time, while Evan had 55 seconds. So looks like victorious, raising his arms in victory, is Evan Cloud. Very exciting race from all of us, or from all of these stackers rather, and exciting for all of us to watch. So looks like Evan is extremely tired, but it is a victory well deserved. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Stacking League. We're going to have a lot more content for you guys and a lot more different events for you guys to watch. But until then, stay tuned, stack fast, and we'll see you in the next one.